Hello and welcome, everyone. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey into the art of persuasion with Robert Cialdini's renowned book, Influence. This isn't just any book summary. We're going to uncover the secrets behind getting a yes in almost any situation. Whether you're a leader, a marketer, or just someone who wants to understand the subtleties of human behavior, this video is packed with insights that will blow your mind. We'll delve into each chapter, unraveling the psychological tactics and strategies that shape our decisions every day. From the unspoken rules of reciprocation to the hidden power of commitment, and from the influence of authority to the allure of scarcity, we've got it all covered. And here's the best part. I'll be sharing real-life applications and some of the most powerful quotes directly from the book to help you apply these principles in your daily life. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of influence? Let's dive in and transform the way you see the world of persuasion and decision-making. Remember, knowledge is power, and by the end of this video, you'll be armed with some of the most potent tools of influence. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Weapons of Influence. Imagine walking into a world where every step you take, someone is trying to steer your decisions. That's what Cialdini uncovers as weapons of influence. These are the psychological principles that can trigger us like Pavlov's dog: consistency, reciprocation, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. Cialdini warns us, often we don't realize that our attitude towards something has been influenced by the number of times we have been exposed to it in the past. It's a dance of automatic responses we've learned through social conditioning. This chapter isn't just theory. It's a mirror reflecting our everyday actions, and once you see these triggers, you can't unsee them. It's about understanding these weapons to not only defend against them, but also to wield them with ethical responsibility. Chapter 2. Reciprocation. The old give and take. In this chapter, we're at the heart of human interaction. Reciprocation. The rule is simple. If someone does something for us, we feel compelled to return the favor. The rule possesses awesome strength, often driving us to repay what we consider to be debts of the social kind, says Cialdini. He illustrates this with case studies and experiments that reveal just how deep-rooted this principle is in our culture. But there's a twist. Sometimes what's given is not what we take. This chapter warns us to be aware of unequal exchanges and teaches us the power of this rule in negotiations and relationships. Chapter 3. Commitment and Consistency. Hobgoblins of the Mind. Commitment and consistency are the psychological glue binding us to our past decisions. Once we have made a choice or taken a stand, we will encounter personal and interpersonal pressures to behave consistently with that commitment, Cialdini explains. This chapter isn't just about the decisions we make. It's about the identity we create through those decisions. It's a deep dive into how our commitments, once vocalized, can shape our actions moving forward, often irrationally so. It's a call to be mindful of what we commit to because it shapes not just what we do next, but also who we become. Chapter 4. Social Proof. Truths are us. Ever jumped on a bandwagon just because everyone else did? That's social proof at work. We view a behavior as more correct in a given situation to the degree that we see others performing it, Cialdini remarks. This chapter explores how the actions of others can act as a shortcut for deciding what is right for us, often bypassing our own rational decision-making process. But as Cialdini points out, the crowd isn't always wise, and social proof can lead to some spectacular errors in judgment. The key takeaway? Use social proof as a guide, not a gospel. Chapter 5. Liking, the Friendly Thief. Liking is a powerful and often underestimated tool of influence. Cialdini delves into why and how we are more inclined to say yes to people we like. Similarity, compliments, contact, and cooperation can each create a semblance of liking, he explains. This chapter isn't just about the superficial aspects of liking. It's about understanding the psychological elements that can draw us towards people, from physical attractiveness to shared interests. Cialdini discusses how similarities, whether in opinions, personality traits, or background, can create a bond that facilitates influence. The chapter also highlights the role of compliments and flattery in fostering a positive feeling, though it warns against the manipulative use of such tactics. Cooperation and teamwork towards a common goal also enhance the feeling of liking and camaraderie, making people more susceptible to influence. This chapter serves as a guide to build genuine connections based on mutual interests and respect, emphasizing the importance of authenticity in these interactions. Chapter 6. Authority, Directed Deference. Cialdini's examination of authority reveals our deep-seated tendency to comply with those in positions of power. Without a doubt, automatic, stereotyped reactions to authority figures exist within us all, he observes. The chapter explores various aspects of perceived authority, from titles and clothing to trappings like expensive cars or gadgets. It emphasizes how symbols of authority can sometimes overshadow the substance, leading people to follow directives without question. The chapter warns of the dangers of blind obedience, using historical examples and psychological experiments to illustrate the potential consequences. However, it also highlights the positive aspects of authority when used responsibly. For leaders, it suggests ways to establish and use authority to inspire and guide others, emphasizing the importance of ethical leadership. The chapter is a call for critical thinking, encouraging readers to question authority constructively and make informed decisions. Chapter 7. Scarcity, the Rule of the Few. In this chapter, Cialdini unravels the principle of scarcity, explaining why we often desire things more when they are less available. Opportunities seem more valuable to us when they are less available, he notes. The chapter discusses how scarcity triggers a competitive urge in people, often leading to irrational decision-making. Cialdini explains how marketers and salespeople exploit this principle by creating artificial scarcity, such as limited-time offers or exclusive deals. However, he also points out that scarcity is not just about products or services, it's about information and experiences too. The chapter examines how the scarcity of information, often seen in censorship or controlled release of news, can increase its perceived value and impact. Additionally, the fear of missing out, FOMO, is addressed, showcasing how scarcity can drive social behaviors and decision-making. The chapter serves as a cautionary tale, urging readers to be aware of how scarcity can cloud judgment and encouraging more deliberate and rational decision-making. Chapter 8. Epilogue, Instant Influence, Primitive Consent for an Automatic Age. The epilogue brings us into the instant influence of our modern world. The acceleration of available information has led to an acceleration of the decision-making pace, notes Cialdini. This chapter is a wake-up call to the rapid-fire decisions we make daily, often on autopilot. It's about recognizing the patterns that lead us to consent without thought and learning to pause, reflect, and choose with intentionality. It's a fitting close to a book that has journeyed through the intricacies of influence, leaving us better equipped to navigate our automatic age. But before we wrap up, let's talk accountability lessons. 1. Always provide clear reasons for your requests. 2. Build a culture of trust. Your word is your bond. And 3. Follow through. Actions speak louder than words. And for the leaders out there, first, lead by example. The influence starts with you. Second, empower your team. Give them the tools to succeed. And finally, inspire change through vision. Show the way and go the way. Remember, influence isn't just about getting what you want. It's about fostering genuine connections and creating positive outcomes for everyone involved. Now, go out there and be the change you wish to see. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful insights. Let's go make an impact.